Um. Well, I don't know. I think it's kind of like I don't know how to describe it. So I'm only like an hour or two in, I think.
Mm,
But like, there's a lot of like exploration. Like you kind of find cool things, and then you like the shrines are pretty interesting puzzle wise. The there's like kind of as you explore, like you kind of find things that can be quite cool, and you can like do things in the wild. Like you like just find like random stuff, and then it's like there's just stuff everywhere. Like it's nowhere near as dense as say like Odyssey, which like Mario Odyssey is just got like there's some content every like 3 meters.
right.
It's amazing. Like the density of that game is actually insane. Um, that seems pretty good. Oh,
Who should
I
I
got a rank
go?
99.
What about Yap Yap?
Well, you can't play Yap Yap, so probably not. Now you might think, well, you want to learn.
Just out of spite. Yeah, because I remember getting. Okay, two cutters. I remember getting Skyrim on both the. Maybe it's both the Xbox One and the 360. It came with a poster and like this huge manual.
I think I had like mapped in it, like a map poster.
Yeah, it's actually framed in my office. I like it so
That was a
much.
pretty nice map from what I remember. Like, I mean, for like an inclusion in a box kind of
Right.
thing.
And um yeah, I mean there's that. Like that was just a couple of years ago, right? I really I've never seen I own like 10 Switch games and I've never seen a single one have anything included in the box. Not even like a single slip of paper.
Aren't
And
they like really small cartridges?
yeah,
Because those boxes are really big, aren't they?
they're big boxes with small cartridges.
I don't know. That just feels like being cheated to me.
You know, I really do feel bad for like the collectors out there who eventually will get into Switch collecting, which there's a lot of Switch collectors now, but it's going to get huge. Like N64 collecting is really blowing up right now. And there's like all
Oops.
these people who like buy Switch games and they just throw away that plastic box and just keep the cart,
Oh,
the cartridge.
oh, that's not right.
Yeah, but I mean, just it's just because it's these casuals who just don't care, and it's gonna make it harder for collectors later on.
Do I just? I never do anything like that because like just keeping track of stuff, right? Like you're gonna lose it.
Well, they'll put it like in a one of those zipper cases.
I guess. Yeah. I don't know. Still doesn't feel right.
Yeah, I
Like I
mean,
sent a marine all the way over to that mini. You really wanted it? Okay.
I go on the game collecting subreddit like quite often because I'm just
Mm-hmm.
intrigued like what people do for game collecting, and there's like some really huge Switch collections I've seen on there.
There's
Like
a lot of Switch games. Like I
there
was looking
are.
through the list of Switch games, and I was like, "Oh my!"
Well, there's
and
also a lot of stuff because it doesn't happen on Xbox, which I'd never see any Xbox collectors, and I think it's just because like there's really nothing worth owning on that platform anyway, and, and like there's limited run. Have you heard of limited run?
like, like as a brand
Yeah,
or
yeah.
no? Okay, I know of like the idea of a limited run
So it's
stuff.
literally a company that takes popular indie games and does a limited physical release.
Oh, that's cool.
And like you know ukulele, they did the physical on Switch,
Okay,
and it's like their
wasn't that?
most popular one. You can actually find that at Best Buy. But like
I've,
most
I've
limited
always heard
run,
bad things about that game compared to like Banjo Kazooie and
right?
stuff.
Yeah. But I have heard that like that's like most of their stuff you have to order on their site.
Okay, The base is under attack. No, it's not. Don't lie to me.
So like on their Instagram, they call them runs too. That like run number
Yeah.
87 is now for pre-order. So like in that aspect, it's pretty cool. Ooh.
I mean, how limited is it really? Like that's...
I think it's a few thousand.
Okay, that is.
It may be like 10 or it really depends on the game. There's like some games I've never heard of, and that's really contributed to the Switch collecting. Oh, this guy's expoing already.
That's easy.
Like I've seen people on that subreddit who have like hundreds of Switch games already. And I'm like, these limited run games are not cheap either. They're like $30-$40 a pop. And like, the Switch has not been available that long for you to get games cheap anyway to begin with. So like,
and it's a Nintendo system.
And it's a Nintendo system. So there's usually a premium on it. So like, how do you afford this? Like, you must have like either a lot of free time and a lot of money, or like that's like the only thing you spend your disposable income on.
I guess if that was like all you bought was Switch games.
Yeah.
But you just can't play that many games. Like,
no.
That's the thing for me. It's like I have for my disced games, I have a these like the standard disc, like DVD, like Xbox 360, like that kind of size, whatever. What used to be the size before they went all crazy. I have these like plastic crates that are like the size of one of those games, and then like you can put multiple of them in a row. And this was just like a plastic crate company, and I found some that were like the right size. And I think I have like 2.5 of those for my 360 games. And I played the 360 throughout its whole cycle, so that must be maybe 100 games. And there were definitely some of those I've never played. Some of them were like quite cheap, and that was over like 7 or 8 years.
Right.
So I have no idea how you would already have 100 games in 2 years.
I've seen people with like just massive bookshelves filled to the brim with Switch games, and then like on top of that, they have like 4 or 5 Nintendo Switch consoles.
What?
Because like they'll get like special editions of them, like a Mario this.
But aren't they just the Joy-Cons anyway?
Yeah, pretty much. With like branding on the box as well.
Oh, the cardboard box.
Yeah. What is going on? I'm having a hard time controlling my stuff.
Wait, so they buy a console from... Can't you just buy the box off eBay?
Yeah, I mean you could, but people would compare the serial numbers. I mean it's like collecting like...
To compare this... What a kind of elitist group. I mean, of course they are.
Game collectors are really into it, dude. Like I find it really interesting. There was some guy that I saw posted like all this stuff about all of his 360 games, and he's like, here are my 360 games, and he had like 50 or 60 of them, and like they were all like all the popular ones, like nothing rare, and it was like just posted like all of them stacked together like on a desk or something. And some dude commented, and he's like, wow, this subreddit has fallen. Some dude's posting pictures of junky 360 games. And I replied with, like, you're calling Halo, Bioshock, Gears of War, Fable, Mass Effect, Skyrim, quote, junk games. Like, if that's not a junk game, then... I mean, if those are junk games, then, like, what isn't?
Yeah. Oh no! I just can't. I should just let the girls die.
I mean, it's actually pretty cool if you go on there. There's some people who have like really nice setups.
Yeah, I can see that.
Do you do the
But,
beam or the grunt dome?
the drop normally.
The grunts from above.
Yeah.
Wait, what is this? He has. I'm confused by that.
I can. I don't get. Okay, like that thing I read is I do not get the different boxes. Like that is actually crazy to me. That I cannot imagine like a whole console just for the box.
I mean, there is a different Switch out now that has like better battery life.
Yeah. Because it's got the new the chips on the new process. Unfortunately, the new one is well, obviously it's patched, so
You can't mod it.
yeah. You could like, I mean, you could put like an old chip on the new one, but then it would just have bad battery life anyway. So it's like,
Right.
I'm bullying this guy so much. My honor guard has just killed everything he has, and that's killing his expo as well. Right. Because I have the like Mario Edition Switch, which is basically just a Switch but with red controllers, and I like the red controllers, but like they're just color. It's not a huge deal. Oh, don't exit. Okay, I'm sorry. You should be able to turn the executions off. I'm just saying. They're cool, but they have no place in a competitive.
Oh, absolutely not.
I've seen. I mean, I had to be fair. I've seen games lost because of the execution system. So, I think that there is a pretty reasonable argument to say they should be removed. But I mean, part of that's just because heroes are like a bit broken, really. I mean, I don't know if I want to say broken. Like, they're very strong. How you doing?
Okay, let me select the engineer. I wonder if this guy is like even paying attention. Majority of this is cannon fodder.
Oh, no, shit must have run. No.
I don't mean to alarm you.
But our page is under attack. Full base. The rest of the chunk.
The shroud.
What's that? Does he have no use?
He just magged his base.
Is he going Fondo? Oh, he is, yeah. Whoa. Get out.
Here we go. Wait, is he? Oh, it's true.
I gave some units to you. Enjoy.
Ooh. I'm not even at Tech 3 yet. I have the resources too.
Yeah, I mean, it's just tech. We'll see, really. We'll see.
There's like all these red lines. But they're aiming at my buildings. Like, they're snipers. I can see the drone.
Yeah, sometimes the sniper will aim at the building. Even though it can't shoot it. It's kind of weird.
Interesting.
Oh.
Was it the pizza? Oh, that's gonna hurt. I'm not paying attention. It did hurt. Oh, it's gonna hurt too. Why are There we go.
Enemy building razed to rubble.
We're under attack from enemy.
With this turret, we're kind of
Maybe sort of kind of invincible. Oh, someone quit.
all units.
Everybody make haste over there.
Confirmed.
Oh, that's my raid camp. Nice that he keeps getting my raid camp.
Our allies are engaged. It's a ruckus.
Nice drop turret. Well placed. Like how Orange has 4 bases.
Harvester upgrade complete.
I'm back.
He's back.
Wait, is the game still going on?
Yeah, this guy won't quit.
Hustle research. Raid constructed.
I want to control it now.
Enemy building. Sucks to be them.
No, this USB cable has had it.
It's over.
It vibrates every time it gets power, which is not enjoyable when it's spamming.
And then he self-destructs after all that work.
Sucks to be them.
It's rude.
Well, got my VODs.
Our allies are attacking the enemy base.
We should.
All units.
How do you want to do names for the like second versions and stuff?
All units.
I don't know.
Leader power.
Actually, not thought about that yet.
Point earned.
Oh, who teleported him away?
I teleported them into you. Oh, you were beaming?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. There we go.
Alrighty.